We are looking quite good off the start of the season, but the competition is fierce. We've got 2 games of football for you today. Hey, this is Mike, and we are continuing our soccer or football journey here in Football Manager 21. We are managing Vanarama North side Chorley, and since you were last with me, we have only played a couple of games. We left off with the Alfreton win and the Leamington disappointing draw there, and since then we have not conceded a goal, and Harry Cardwell has continued his good run. We beat Ebbsfleet in the first round of the FA Cup 3-0 off of Cardwell, Shenton, and Newby scoring. And then we beat Southport in the league last time with 2 goals from Harry Cardwell to go up 2-0. Today we have got Darlington and Spennymoor, and as we show you the league table, you will see that we're sitting in 4th with 4 wins, 1 draw, 1 loss to Hereford, and despite that pretty good form, we are quite close up, and there's lots of people who seem to be in good form. One of them being Darlington, who we're going to play first here, who are 2nd in the league, so we can jump up ahead of them with a win here. And then we also play Kidderminster, I believe it is, who are in 7th. Nope, Spennymoor. We play Spennymoor. Oh yes, the Kidderminster we were going to play, but I believe it got postponed because of cup stuff. So we are going to be playing Spennymoor, who are at the bottom of the league. So the tale of 2 opposites here. You should also know that we have made 1 more move. I said I wasn't going to do any more free transfers because of our payroll. As you can see up there, we are over payroll, but you know what? I did it anyway. We brought in a winger because that's what we really needed, and it's really a depth player here. I'm going to scratch my eye. So we brought in Andrew Ijiwole. I feel pretty good about that. Ijiwole, 19-year-old Englishman who has he's got a useful rating, it says, for the senior team. Still a little low there. He's got really good potential, though. But he's going to play out on either left or right wing, which is where we need him to be to come on as sub. He comes off of Huddersfield in the Championship, though he's loaned out to Ossett United, where he played 6 games in that Northern Premier Division 1 West or something. I don't know what that stands for. All those letters. But that's where he played and made 6 appearances. And so he's going to be in our depth spot. Sorry for that jump. I realized I didn't actually move to game time here, and as I did and I was looking at the squad, I realized that I somehow missed Ellis Hudson here, I believe. He came in the same time I had loaned Matty Jacob, and apparently I had already signed someone to be that depth player on the wings who is slightly better than Iwaje. So he's back down with the under-23s to develop there. Ellis Hudson is a 21-year-old English, only slightly better than Iwaje, but good potential ability. He comes to us on a free from Farsley, where he only played 1 game. He's made 2 appearances for me, but I totally forgot that I had him, so I do have that depth there. Anyway, but we are playing Darlington, and this is how we are lining up. Irwin remains in his position as sweeper-keeper in net. We have Henley down on the left-hand side there, playing left back. Baines in captain leather in the center D. Hall's out right. Tomlinson continues as that ball-winning defender. Ingleson and Miller in the central midfield. Shenton out left. Newby out right. And Cardwell up top. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And that is what we are doing here against Darlington today. We've got lots of good partnerships going on there. It seems like they're blending quite well. I should actually check the dynamics after this game to give you an update on that. It was abysmal at the beginning of the season, but we seem to get some good partnerships going up here, so that is good. As we kick off against 2nd place Darlington here. I am also going to quickly change this to our formation so you can see. I'm kind of blocking the stats on the bottom here. Things I've learned after I've edited the first 2 episodes, and so now you should be able to see our form in our stamina, condition, that's the word that we have here. So we're starting off with a highlight first for us in the lovely blue in Guesson. We'll pass it back to Leather to Tomlinson, back to Baines, who's going to put it up to Miller. Miller into Cardwell to Shenton. Some quick passing here. Miller with a shot from range, and he puts it in. 11 minutes in. Sean Miller's first goal for the club. The man who's on... he's not on loan. He's just our midfielder. But he gets his first goal for the club as we go up 1-0 over Darlington. A nice hit from just outside the 18-yard box into that bottom corner. And that is a great start for us here as we jump up into second place and hold on to that spot. Gonna breathe down the necks of York there, who we do have a game in hand on. We do get a corner here that's swung in but headed out. Shenton's going to come and pick it up back to Halls, who's going to put it into Cardwell. Goalie out of nowhere. Cardwell, nice and calm and collected, just takes control as the keeper comes out to attack him. Let's look at his first touch. Shenton back to Halls, who just puts it up into seeming nowhere, right in between the winger and Cardwell. Cardwell just takes it easy as you like. Goalkeeper diving at him, takes that touch, goes around him, puts it in. We're up 2-0 against Darlington. So that's a lovely look for us right here. Newbie's going to take the corner. It bounces around. I don't even know. Oh, Leather. Didn't know who that came off of. Leather puts it aside. And we are dominating this match. We've already got 5 shots on target and 6 attempts. That goes up already, but we are all over Darlington. This is looking a strong and solid team as we play some real competition, at least in the early days of the season, and we will go up 2-0 at the half, just dominating. We're going to just keep it going, guys. Keep it going. Let's start the second half. They haven't hit the net yet, so hopefully that will keep up. You can see we've got lots of greens going on here. And the first highlight comes from one of their goal kicks. Miller will win it in the air to Cardwell. Down to Tomlinson into Cardwell, who tucks it away. His 13th goal of the season already. I believe that's his second of the game, too. Cardwell is a goal-scoring machine. If he is not Player of the Year, then he has gone through a big goal drought. But what a start there for Cardwell. Thing of beauty. As we are up 3-0 against Darlington and continue to dominate that match. Cardwell 2 in a row, scoring that 51st minute. We've come up into the 60th minute, keeping an eye on some of the conditions. I didn't look at when our next game is to rest players, but things are looking very good for us. We're going to pause there at the 68th minute. We had a couple of tired players, so we will bring in just recently noticed Hudson, despite him playing 2 games for us, is going to come out on that attacking right for Newbie, who's getting tired, and Nguesson will also come off in favor of, this is where we actually have problems, because we do not have many in the center mid portion. That's right, it's all coming back to me. Here, what are we going to do? Miller scored, but Nguesson is tired. So we are going to put in, I guess, Connor Hall. It's interesting that Lewis, let's just check. Can he play? No, he is just not there. Okay, so we are going, I think I've done this before, Andy Halls is going to come into the midfield. So that is a place that we're going to want to shore up, is that center mid actually. And we'll bring the loney Matty Jacob out on that side there. And those are the 2 changes we will make here as we continue in to the 70th minutes. Did I take off someone? I didn't mean to take off. I just did the straight change instead of taking off Nguesson. Whoops. Oh, well. Okay, well. That I took off Miller. That's the problem. I took off Miller, and I meant to take off Nguesson. Well, I guess Nguesson's playing the full game here. For Shenton, we will put on Connor Hall instead to try to close off. Well, not to try. We're going to close off this match, whether we win 3-0 or 3-1 or some other score, but we should have the win well in hand here. As Henley will throw in the ball straight to Hunt of their team, but he'll come back and win a great effort back there. Hall to Halls, who will take the shot and ring it off of the crossbar. Hall and Halls. I didn't realize they had two people with the same name. That is fun. And they play not on the same side. One's a center mid, one's an attacking left midfielder. Hudson will pick up that ball down the right-hand side and fail in his cross. Will bounce back to Jacob. We'll play it into Hudson, and we will shoot in a great save there by their goalkeeper. And we have the corner here in the 87th minute. Hudson will pop it in, but their goalkeeper, Madison, takes a dive out and grasps it in his hands. We've had 11 shots on target, 21 attempts, and continue to dominate Darlington all the way to the final whistle, where we will win 3-0 for Chorley over Darlington, and that is a fantastic result for us there. Alright, we're back at it again, and I realized why we were short on a center mid all of a sudden. It's like I hadn't played this for a little bit. Was that Regan Booty was injured, and so he could have actually came in last match, but I forgot to switch him in. So he remains really, I think, our only change to our starting lineup here against Spennymoor. Irwin still in net, Baines and Leather holding down that center D, Henley on the left, Halls on the right, Tomlinson in the middle, Nguesson, or Tomlinson is the center defending. Nguesson is a deep line playmaker. Booty's going to go on the attack. Shenton out left, Newby out right, and Cardwell up front. And that is how we line up against bottom of the league, or at least near the bottom of the league, Spennymoor here right now. Let's get that warm-up going, and we want to pick up where we left off last time once again, as we play Spennymoor, who is bottom of the league, and we are playing at home, so it should be a fairly easy one for us, but that's why you actually have to play the games. Henley comes down the left-hand side into Booty, who makes his return from injury. Dribbles and dribbles and dribbles and dribbles over to Cardwell. The shot gets blocked, bounces to Shenton, who will score his 5th goal of the season. And we are up 1-0, just under 7 minutes in, against Spennymoor. Booty carrying it down, giving all the space in the world. Cardwell tries to take a shot. A lucky bounce to Shenton, who will tuck it in that far right corner past the goalkeeper. So lovely stuff for us to start here as we go up 1-0. We now have 2 games in hand on York, apparently, so that's also a nice thing. And a game in hand on Darlington, who, though we beat them last week, is now sitting ahead of us because of the results of whatever their game looks like right now. I gotta just make that as an instruction play for set pieces. I also forgot to check dynamics, so we'll see if I remember to do that. But we continue to press and attack here against Spennymoor, but nothing worth a highlight until here with Spennymoor, the ball in their hands. Booty wins the ball in the air, but Magny for them gets to it. Their central defender lumps it forward. Leather, great in the air, over to Newby. On the counter, Newby comes dribbling down. We'll pass back to Nguesson, puts it over to Shenton, who scores his 6th of the season, 2nd of the game, and we are up 2-0 against Spennymoor. Goes to celebrate in front of the fans. A great counterattack here. Newby kind of goes against the counter by passing it back to Nguesson, but that great pass to the far side of Shenton, who will volley it the one time past the keeper and into the back of the net. As we come into the 40th minute coming up here soon. Oh, Elliot Newby down with an injury, a potential groin injury. So Ellis Hudson is going to come in on the right-hand side. And then first half substitution that we have to make here. So hopefully Newby's not too badly injured. But we continue on. Booty gets the ball up to Hudson, who's just come on, over to Halls, into Cardwell, back to Booty. Tries to play it down to Halls. but it gets backed up, and we are bouncing all around until eventually it lands at Ingwesson's feet, out to Hudson. Hudson back into Ingwesson, who played a similar ball as he played earlier to Shenton, but the angle's a little too rough, and so he hits it into the side of the net. And we continue on, sitting up in third place here, tied with Brackley on points, but we have that great goal differential that's going really well for us. They cross it over to Ioma, who takes a shot, but saved there by Irwin, who cuts down that angle. They now have a corner, which they float in to the far post and heads well over the bar. Just definitely got the top of his head on there as we move into halftime. And continuing forward, we've already used one of our subs, so we have 2 remaining here still, but things are still looking fairly good for us here as we make our way already 10 minutes into the first half before we get the first highlight, and it's them on the attack again. That's a great cross to the far post to Tyler Forbes, who will score for Spennymoor, and we are down 2-1. It is a very good cross. It's like a set piece play that they really practice on the ground, and it has paid off for them here. Better close down that guy. Alright, we're at 2-1. Still sitting up in third because of that cushion we have on goal differential. But they now have a corner as they start trying to push to us. But now we are on the counterattack with Hudson coming down that right-hand wing, cutting inside before he gets tackled by Ioma. That looked a fine side tackle from where I am, but the ref calls it, and Shenton, with the opportunity for his hat trick, takes just an awful penalty. And I'm pretty sure, well, we'll pause here to take some subs, but if we look at his penalty taking, Shenton's, you know, he's one of the better penalty takers. I was going to say he probably wouldn't have taken that except that he's on for his hat trick, and that's why he took it. But he's got a decent penalty kicking, so there's no excuse for that woeful attempt at a PK. We will make a sub here. Let's bring on... Who are we going to bring on? I'll bring in Matty Jacob for Henley, just to get the loanee some game time. We do have a game coming shortly after this, so maybe I will bring in Miller for Ingwesson, who's played a lot. Those will be our last 2 subs we make for the game, just to give him a little bit of rest. To close this one out, Irwin with the kick, probably an offside. Ooh, that was a little weird pass back from Tomlinson. Irwin wasn't quite ready for it, but he was able to gather it, just hoofs it forward. And now they come back with the ball. Though we have plenty of men behind the ball, a play out wide. Our Leather jumps on that. I was confused why he was following out from that center D, but he did a good job in the tackle. But they still have the ball now coming in again. And Ioma just makes it we made it too easy for him to dribble right in there. But it is to no avail. They are starting to push us a little bit. I think I'm going to go balanced here a little bit. That was a very scary looking play there, and Halls just clears it out. But they are back on us again. Booty with a great interception up to Cardwell, who makes a weird pass back to Shenton, but it works. Miller in the midfield, back to Tomlinson, who just kicks it straight to their goalkeeper, Eve, who will pick it up. And we're still waiting for what the highlight part of this is. We win the ball in the air there. Hudson, here comes the highlight, comes down, across to Caldwell, into Booty, who will shoot, and he will score his first goal of the season, his first goal for us here at Chorley. And we are up 3-1. And that really should seal the deal for us there. I didn't mean to skip the highlight, but that's what I did. As we are now sitting in second place, as York seems to... Oh, no, not York. Darlington seems to have blown their lead here. And that should be about it as we have the big 3-1 win against Spennymoor here today. All right, well, that was a great win for us. We will pick up next time probably with Filed, because they are our rivals, and then also Geesley, because I know Blythe is near the bottom of the table. So if we look, we'll pick up with Fylde, our local rivals, who are sitting in 10th place, and Guiseley, who sit in 5th place, just behind us as well. And that is where we will pick up next time. Hope you have enjoyed that video today. 2 wins for Chorley as we keep on with our momentum here in the Vanarama North League. Please like the video, subscribe the video, and we will see you next time. Signing off till the next Up the Ladder.